self-control. You come back for a story? How are you? Well, if you've seen the last two videos, it may have been a bit hard going for you. I realise that. That was just to try and encourage you. It really was. The warning, yes, is for a good reason. We have to have warnings, don't we? Of danger. You know, there's a place around here. It's a big electrical plant, and you're not supposed to go inside of that because electric can strike out and hit you. Yeah, it's for our own safety. That's all. It's up to us whether we take the warnings or not. So what I'd like to do is read to you just a little bit from Matthew 24. It's leading up to the Passover. Yeah? Now you must have called back for a reason. If you have called him, may my Father bless you. Truly, truly bless you. Now, the temple destruction was foretold. Yeah. I didn't want to hear this, but it had to happen. So I'll read verse 1. And having gone forth from the temple, Jesus was going away. He's walking away from the temple, right? And his disciples came to him to point out to him the buildings of the temple. Not just the temple, the buildings of the temple. Of course, Yeshua was very interested in the structure, the beautiful stone masonry. It was a marvel. It really was. But what did he say? And answering, he said, do you not see all these things? Truly, I say to you, no, not even a stone shall be left upon a stone, which will not be thrown down. Shock. What? The temple. So here they are, the shocked. The shocked. Yeshua, Jesus, is walking away from the temple in disgust. Where did he end up? Listen, verse 3. And as he was sitting upon the Mount of Olives, he walked to the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when will these things be? And what is the sign of your coming? And of the consummation of the age? And Jesus answering said to them, take heed lest anyone mislead you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ. And they will mislead many. And you will begin to hear of wars and rumours of wars. Behold, do not be alarmed. For it is necessary to take place. But the end's not yet. For nation will rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. And all these are the beginning of birth pangs. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and will kill you. On account of my name. And then many will fall away, and they will betray one another, and will hate one another. And many false prophets will arise, and will mislead many. And because of the lawlessness is to be multiplied, the love of the many will grow cold. But the one having endured to the end will be saved. And the gospel of this kingdom will be proclaimed in the whole earth for a testimony to all the nations. And then the end will come. Therefore, when you shall see the abomination, they use different words in different translations, of the destruction, of desolation, having been spoken of by the prophet Daniel, standing in the holy place. The one reading, let him understand. Then those in Judea, let them flee to the mountains. The one on the housetop, do not let him come down to take anything out of his house. And the one in the field, do not let him return back to take his cloak. And woe to those having in womb and to the one nursing infants in those days. But pray that your flight may not be in winter, nor on a Sabbath. For then there will be great tribulation, such as not been from the beginning of the world until now, and never shall be. And unless those days have been shortened, no flesh will have been saved. But because of the elect, those days will be shortened. And this is going to happen to the nation of Israel. Jerusalem was also foretelling similar events in our day, right now. It's a pattern of what's happening right now. Then if anyone says to you, behold, he is in the wilderness, do not go forward. Or behold, he's in the room, do not believe. For just as the lightning comes from the east and shines far as the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. See the lightning. Not, it's the flashes of lightning. Strikes everywhere. That's what you've got to look for. For where the carcass may be, there the vultures will be gathered. And immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall from the sky, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Future. How's future? This day, the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Elon Musk, Starlinks, stars, shaken, and they come down. And then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven. And then all the tribes of the earth will mourn. And they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Comes in the clouds, a great cloud of witnesses. The powers of the heavens are going to be shaken. And all this technology will come crashing down. Foretold 2,000 years ago. We are here. It is now. And he will send his angels with a great trumpet, and they will be gathered together, his elect, from the four winds, from the ends of the heaven to the ends therefore. This is what's happening right now. The elect are being gathered. The anointed, the chosen ones. The warriors of light. The rainbow warriors of light are here. Now learn the parable of the fig tree. Yeah. when its branches already may have become tender, and it puts forth leaves, you know that the summer is near. So also you, when you see all these things, know that he's near at the door. Truly, I say to you that this generation will not have passed away until all these things shall have taken place. The heaven and the earth will pass away, but my words shall not pass away. This generation will not pass away until every sign has been fulfilled. This generation right now. But concerning that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels of the heavens, nor the Son, except the Father only. For as they were in the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. For in those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until that day Noah entered into the ark. And they were unaware until the flood came and took them all away. So also will be the coming of the Son of Man. Then two will be in the field, one is taken, raptured out of here, killed. One is taken, snatched away, and one is left. Do you want to be taken, or do you want to be left? You see, it's confusion. Do you want to be taken, or do you want to be left? Do you want to be saved? Do you get it? Do you get what Yeshua was trying to say here? Therefore, keep watch, for you do not know on what day the Lord comes. And know this, that if the master of the house had known in what time of night the thief comes, he would have watched and not have allowed his house to be broken into. This house. This is your house, your temple. Has someone come in? Do you get what he's trying to say? And stole it away. Your heart now belongs to someone else. Because of this, you also be ready, for the Son of Man comes in an hour that you do not expect. Who then is the faithful and wise servant whom the master has set over his household to give them food in season? We as the body feed the body. That's what this is about. Or if that evil servant should say in his heart, my master's ill is, and should begin to beat his fellow servants, and to eat and to drink with those being drunkards, the master of that servant will come in a day in which he does not expect, and in an hour which he is unaware, and will cut him to pieces, and will appoint his place with the hypocrites, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Okay. Now, let me read you the build-up to Passover. And it came to pass, when Jesus had finished all these words, he said to his disciples, you know that after 2 days the Passover takes place, and the Son of Man is to be delivered over to be crucified. Then the chief priests and the elders of the people were gathered together in the courtyard of the high priest. The courtyard. It was called Caiaphas. He was the high priest. And they plotted together in order that they might seize Jesus by guile and kill him. But they were saying, not during the feast, lest there be a riot among the people. Now Jesus was travelling. Listen. And of Jesus having been in Bethany, and of Jesus having been in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, a woman came to him having an alabaster flask of very costly fragrant oil, and poured it on his head as he reclined. For this oil was so dear, worth about a year's wage, very, very costly. And the disciples, having seen, became indignant, saying, for what purpose is this waste? For this could have been sold for much and have been given to the poor. And Jesus, having known, said to them, why do you cause trouble to this woman? For she did a beautiful work to me. For the poor you always have with you, but not always do you have me. For this woman, in pouring this fragrant oil on my body, did it for my burial. Truly I say to you, whoever this gospel shall be proclaimed in the whole world, that which this woman did also will be spoken of for a memorial of her. That beautiful fragrance would carry him. The smell would penetrate everywhere he walked. It was so powerful, so beautiful. this woman, Mary Magdalene. Wow. Then one of the 12, one being called Judas Iscariot, having gone to the chief priests, said, "What are you willing to give me? I will betray him to you." And they appointed to him 1, 2, 3, 30 pieces of silver. And from that time he was seeking an opportunity that he might betray him. Judas was one of them who said, "What a waste! What a waste!" Yeah. And on the first day of the unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus saying, "Where do you desire we should prepare for you to eat the Passover?" And he said, "Go into the city unto a certain man and tell him the teacher says, my time is near. I will keep the Passover with you, with my disciples." A Passover with you, with my disciples. It wasn't just the 12, 13, there was more. And the disciples did as Jesus directed them and prepared the Passover. And being grieved exceedingly, they began each one to say to him, sorry, I've jumped. And evening having arrived, he was reclining with the 12 disciples. And they were with it. And as they were eating, he said to them, "Truly I say to you, that one of you will betray me. One of you will betray me." Yeah, one of you. And being grieved exceedingly, they began each one to say to him, "This is I, Lord. Is it me? Is it me? Is it me?" And answering he said, "The one having dipped the hand in the dish with me, he will betray me." Indeed, the Son of Man does as it is being written about him. But woe to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It would be better for him if that man had not been born. And Judas, who was betraying him, answered and said, "Is it I, Rabbi?"